According to French philosopher Michel Foucault, discourse is how we as a society collectively understand a thing or idea. In other words, discourse in Foucault's view means that objects have no meaning outside of the way we collectively talk about them and act upon the idea of them. Without discourse, a basketball is nothing more than a spherical object that exists in our world. However, with discourse, the object becomes a basketball, and we understand how it is used and its wider historical, political, and cultural context. Now, what do these clips have in common?
Sydney. Hey, what are you doing out here? It's after hours.
I'm sorry, I was just on my way back from the bathroom.
Do you like music?
Bite this sandwich.
Nah, I'm good, man.
You gonna bite this sandwich.
If you couldn't figure it out, they're both very surreal scenes from two very surreal TV shows. More importantly, both scenes are from episodes directed by Hiro Murai, a relatively small director and longtime collaborator of Donald Glover. It's easy to attribute Atlanta's authorship to Donald Glover, given that he is often cited as the show's creator, star and writer, and director for several episodes. However, Murai's directing of just over 60% of Atlanta's episodes can't be forgotten when considering the authorship of the show. One of the key pillars of Atlanta is its surrealism. According to an extensive history of surrealist film on theartstory.org, surrealism is, quote, a transformation of the daily world into one in which normal objects are made alien, strange, and displaced from their traditional functions and environments, or put in association with other incongruous phenomena. Added to this is an interest in shocking imagery that awakens intense physical/optical horror, jolting the viewer out of passivity, end quote. Hiro Murai's directing plays a major role in establishing this surreal atmosphere for much of Atlanta's runtime, and it shows in his other work as well, having directed 4 episodes of Barry and music video for the likes of Earl Sweatshirt, St. Vincent, Queens of the Stone Age, and of course Childish Gambino. As the man responsible for bringing to life the script handed to him, Murai perfectly captures the feeling of normal, everyday objects and interactions being alien or displaced in some way. Writing surreal scenarios is one thing, but without Murai as a director for a majority of the episodes, Atlanta would simply be missing the surreal atmosphere it is most known for. And this surreal atmosphere is supremely important given the show's themes of what it's like to exist as a black person in America. Marginalized people live very surreal lives as is, so an attempt to capture the black American experience has to hit hard on surrealist elements to convey what life is like. Murai's choices as a director bring to mind Michel Foucault's idea of the author function, where the author is defined not as a single person, but as the sum of one's body of work. When we discuss Karl Marx, we aren't often referring to the man himself, but the ideas he brought forth across his many works. The same applies for a director like Hiro Murai. When looking at his body of work, the discourse spawned from it is entrenched in surrealist conversation, which is not something that can be said for Atlanta's presupposed author, Donald Glover. Thus, I argue that the surrealist comedy that is Atlanta is authored not by Donald Glover, but by Hiro Murai, who through a career spanning more than 10 years has consistently included surrealist elements in his work.